Welcome to Synagogues of Massachusetts, Part 14. We start out looking at New Bedford, Massachusetts, a city of about 95,000 residents in Bristol County, making it the sixth largest city in the state. We're looking at a synagogue that is no longer. It was Ahavat Achim, or brotherly love in English, and it was an Orthodox shul. It closed in 2010 and was founded around 1890. Its last spiritual leader was Rabbi Barry Hartman. There was dwindling membership as well as financial status and could not be monetarily sustained. Rabbi Hartman had been its leader for 30 years. The synagogue building had been erected in the early 1940s. But there still is one remaining Jewish house of worship in New Bedford. It is Tifereth Israel Congregation, an egalitarian conservative synagogue. Raphael Cantor has been its rabbi since 1997. Besides Friday evening and Saturday morning Shabbat services, there is a morning minyan the other days of the week. This building was dedicated in 1966. There is also a daily evening service. We shift over to Newburyport, which is along the Atlantic coast, and a population of about 17,800. You're looking at Congregation Ahavas Achim. It's a conservative affiliated synagogue, and it's been there since 1896. Its rabbi since the summer of 2016 is Benjamin Resnick. There is a Saturday morning Shabbat service followed by a Kiddush, and possibly either once or twice a month a Friday evening Shabbat service. Newton Centre is a neighborhood within the Newton, Massachusetts municipality. It has a high concentration of Jewish houses of worship. The first, as shown here, is Temple Emmanuel, a conservative congregation. It claims to have over 1,200 family member units and is a partner of the Ruderman Synagogue Inclusion Project. The senior rabbi is Wesley R. Gardenswartz and his assistant is Michelle S. Robinson. The congregation was started in the mid-1930s. Besides Shabbat services, there are daily services both morning and evenings. And then there's Temple Beth Avoda, a Reform congregation. Rabbi Keith Stern has been associated with this synagogue since 1997, and he is now considered the senior rabbi. There are Friday evening Shabbat services in various formats, and there will be a Saturday morning Shabbat service if there is a bar or bat mitzvah celebration. Sometimes there is also a Saturday afternoon bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah celebration. And then there's Congregation Beth El Ateret Israel, an Orthodox shul. It has approximately 250 member families and services on a daily basis, both morning and evenings. And on Sundays, there's 2 morning services. Gordon Siegel is the rabbi, and he received a smicha from Rabbi Aaron Soloveitchik from the Brisk Yeshiva in Chicago. The shul moved to this area in the mid-1950s. It is the result of a merger of 2 congregations that were founded in the 1800s in a section of Boston called Dorchester. The building shown here was constructed around 1965. And then there's Congregation Sharei Tefillah, another Orthodox shul, and it is associated with the Ruderman Family Synagogue Inclusion Program. Benjamin Samuels has been its rabbi since 1995. The congregation was established in 1983. During the 1990s, my good friend Rabbi Moshe Simkovich was the spiritual leader of this congregation. The facility shown here was originally adapted from a residence in the mid-1980s, expanded in the early 1990s, and a major renovation in 2009. Our final stop in Newton Centre has us checking out a Sephardic synagogue, Beit Sasson. Its spiritual leader since May of 2014 is Rabbi Avinoam Durrani. The synagogue was established in 1987, meeting in the basement at the synagogue across the street, which is Congregation Beth El Ateret Israel. It moved to the location shown here in 2006. It has a daily morning service every day of the week, but no evening services. This concludes this brief tour of Jewish houses of worship in Massachusetts. There are still several more synagogues to check out in this state. So, bye for now and see you real soon.